a symphony just to say how much you mean to me.
Hey guys, hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video. Today's a Thursday and you know what time it is. It is time for a story time, chit chat, whatever that we do here on Thursdays. We do drop story times on Thursdays and vlogs on Sunday. Right. If you don't know me, konje intro ithini guys. If you bump into my channel and you're wondering who's this girl, my name is Ongezwa. If you've been here, thank you so much for the love and support. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for 4K subscribers. We are on the road to 5K. I really appreciate every person who likes my videos, comment, press that subscribe button. We are growing. My family is really growing, and thank you so much guys. I really appreciate it. So yeah guys, please don't skip ads when you're watching my videos. I really do check my analytics and it says that you guys are skipping ads. So please guys, please don't skip ads when you watch my videos. That's how YouTubers make money. So I think you guys already know this, but we really have to ask you guys, or maybe remind you guys all the time. But anyway guys, yeah, we just have to keep on reminding you guys to please not skip ads. So guys, please don't skip ads. But anyway, I'm sure you've seen by the title, we are talking about the power of prayer. We are talking about when I bought my first car, what was happening, what was I doing, and so guys, I need to give you guys a backstory before we get into which year was it and which car and sharp ne. It's me saying which car as if I have 2 cars or 3 cars. But anyway, today's video guys, I just felt like I just want to talk about something different. You know, I just really want to talk about the power of prayer and what it has done for me, and that God really blesses people according to, God doesn't look at your sins, he blesses you according to your heart. And but let's just get into the story guys, so that you know what was happening, how frustrated I was not having a car at that age. Did I get it at the age of 30, 29, and let's get on with the story guys. So backstory, there's also a lady who is my ex-friend. We used to stay together, so I need to guys give you a backstory, how I ended up staying with her, how she ended up being my friend, and we both got cars and our apartments basically the same time, because guys, we were on fire. We were like, God, you need to change our situation, you know. Okay, sharp game. Backstory, I used to stay at Tarfontein. So when I moved to Joburg from Durban, I think I'm gonna do a separate video of when did I move from Durban to Joburg, what made me to move, blah blah blah, so that I don't, yeah, but let's just get into when I decide to move to Joburg. Sharp, I moved to Joburg. I go to Tarfontein. Reason Tarfontein is because my younger brother was already staying at Tarfontein, so my mom used to rent a 2-bedroom for him at Tarfontein. So I didn't have to look for a place because my younger brother was already here. So I just needed to join him and, you know, start my life, start my hustle, look for jobs and. So sharp, I joined my brother at Tarfontein. It was a 2-bedroom. I have my bedroom, he has his bedroom, great stuff. We're both here now to hustle, push, and okay, my brother was born in Johannesburg, so he's been in Joburg. So I'm the one who joined because Mina, I moved from Eastern Cape to Durban and then from Durban to Joburg. Sharp. I joined him and I start looking for jobs. Okay, guys, you know when you just finished. Guys, Lubans is here, so y'all already know the story, ne? So he's sitting on the other chair. Sharp. So I start looking for jobs, okay, guys. I just graduated and I'm looking for a job. And guys, at that time I was just taking anything. I remember my first job, I'm not gonna mention the name of the companies, okay, guys. I used to work at this company. It's a retail company. I was a cashier, some days cashier, some days we go to La Payana Ezansi. I don't remember what that thing is called. To excuse me, we would put ama tags wethu sisitolo sempahla zabantwana yabo. So I think was that my first job? I think, yeah, that was my first job when I moved to Joburg, and I was earning like, it was 15 rand an hour. So actually I didn't stay there for long because it was just not working for me, because the money was just not even enough for transportation, yabo. I remember this other time I was working there with my aunt. I remember this other time there was no transportation. I don't know what happened to the taxi ethatha staff that day, and we had to walk from the Glen Mall to Tarfantein. Me and my aunt, 9 o'clock episode, we knock off, I think it was around 9, yeah. And we walked. That was my last day. That was the day I said, no, I'm not going back there, because I Lendo. But I was still building my CV, straight from school. You're just building your CV, man. CV yakho mayibe busy, So okay guys, I had to go take another packet of chips. So guys, I was that girl who's taking any job, no, just to build my CV. But some jobs were like, yo, so strenuous, because you're not even making imali transport, or if it's a bit better, but if ingconwanyana kunale enye uthole ukuthi ukhave transport kuphela. So also it was easy for me to take those jobs because we had someone paying for our rent, yabo, and groceries and stuff like that. So it was easy for me to build my CV ngaleyo ndlela and just take anything. I then started applying for call centers were much better. Game and salary, it would move from 3.5 to 5,000, and then there's another one 89,000. Then I started doing call centers. I started pushing guys, and then fast forward now to when I meet the girl who's part of the story, right? I don't want to bore you guys with every company that I've worked for, what I was doing, if I was a cleaner or a cashier or a call center, all those things. But I'm just trying to give you guys a backstory so that you know that I used to like take anything and everything. I wasn't like proud, but yo, I can never work here. And I was never that girl, because I was like, pushing, ngifuna uba nemali yami, have my own things, kanjalo. So I was not really fussy uba umsebenzi ukuphi unjanjani, as long as it's not like too far from home, yabo, from Etarfandeni. So I hustled, okay guys, I pushed. I would move from one job to another. So this one time my mom used to know this girl, who then became my friend. So she moved to Joburg because she was looking for a job as well. But no, she actually had a job, but she was an intern. So she used to stay at her sister's place, right? She used to stay at her sister's place, but it was too far for her. Yeah, right? Okay, my mom calls and she's like, there's a girl engizocela ukuthi nihlale naye, me and my younger brother, because now me and my younger brother, we are used to just being me and him in the house. But then my mom calls and be like, can you guys please accommodate this girl? I know her. She's from the same village as me, Eastern Cape. She's from the same village, but she gives us a reason. Please, she needs a place to stay, and she's too far where she is, and you guys are closer to town. Like Tina, if you know Tarfandeni, guys, we're not far from Izindo, that's the South Kakolabo. So I'm like, okay, one thing about me, guys, and I don't mind helping a person. I mean, umntana abantu uzo hustlisha egoli just like all of us. And two, I was never gonna say no to my mom. So we're like, okay, cool, she can come. She is gonna. So girl comes, azohlala nam. So she's obviously a girl, and then we're gonna share my bedroom, right? Okay, cool. I think she's a year younger. I'm a year older than her. Yeah, so we like same age we two. So girl naye uqedile isikole siyaphanda guys, sizophanda kahle kahle egoli, sizophusha life, yabo. Okay, girl comes and we stay together. So we share ibed and you know, we're just sharing everything. I mean, we're girls, so it's not a problem. We have our own bedroom. So my brother is a good bedroom, it's a front, yabo, and I have a bigger bedroom because I'm the older one, yabo. So my bedroom is big enough even for her to put her own bed, yabo. So see, these are girls who are sharing this bedroom. I'm currently looking for a job. I was not working when she moved, you know, because in the with the contract on and off. But yeah, she was working, right? But also she was an intern. I remember she was earning 2.5. I'm not gonna say the name of the company the guys she was working for, but ufundile, she has a degree in accounting, yeah, yabo. Fundele izinto serious ke guys, ezibalo. I'm not good with maths, but yena she's that good. Okay, but life was not lifing. Yo sana, life was not lifing. Life ayisibambe ngama-washing. And at that time guys, we are growing, siyakhula, iminyaka iyahamba. I think I stayed with her for how many years? I don't even remember, guys. And now guys, we start going to parties, you know, we start grooving. And we had this other friend, she had a car, and so she would come pick us up. And yena ke, she used to know places. She would take us to Sandton, Four Ways, Bryanston, Midrand, all these places, yabo. And now I'm like, hey bo, Joburg, you know, there are nice places in Joburg, you know, like, why am I staying at Tarfande? Now I start getting frustrated by my location, that my location is starting to frustrate me. And it's frustrating me because girl now is njalo mase groover, we're going to the north, and I'm seeing things, yabo. If my friend comes and be like, hey, kuno guy but asambenzo chilla wethu kune bright ppp, we see these beautiful houses, beautiful apartments, and you know. So this is the thing I love about traveling. You'll always like I feel like if you travel a lot and you're not stuck up in one place, your mind iyavuleka into seeing that there's a lot out there, you know, like you start seeing that people are living. So I start being that girl uguthi, why am I staying in this location? I don't want to be in this place, you know. I start getting frustrated by my location. And now I start telling this one, uguthi girl, we need to push. We need to find serious jobs that are going to take us out of this location. Siambe sohlala ezindaweni eziright. Sibe girls ze apartments. Like sibe girls, you know? Labo guys, life is not lifing. My friends from high school, they are buying cars, getting married, buying houses, you know, like everything is just going well for them. I keep saying congratulations. Oh guys, now I'm being frustrated because I'm like, oh my god, what is happening? I moved at Durban, ngisithi nje ngizosebenza eJoburg, kuthiwe eGoli kunemali. I came here with this mentality ukuthi eJoburg guys kuthiwa kunemali, you know. Yabo, so I'm like, iphi le mali ekuthethwa ngayo eJoburg? I want it because hayibo, yo guys, eJoburg yaba rough eJoburg, but still nganyamazela guys. I would take the job. Sometimes ezinye call center uthiwe sizophuma ngo9 ebusuku, yabo. So I would take any job. Yithi ke laba siyaphusha ke no girl, siyaphusha no girl, we're trying. Hey mfethu akuhlangana unyaka uphele, second year uphele, third year uphele. Hey, we are starting to become very frustrated now because one, I'm like, I don't belong at Tarfandane. And also, what was more frustrating for me in that location was the fact that when I go home, I have everything that I want. I have a bathtub, I have a shower. I have, my mom has built a very comfortable house or life for me. So why am I here? It also didn't make sense. Why am I happy when I'm home, and then when I'm in Joburg, I'm not happy? That's when I realized, okay, then it means I need to push, I need to work hard, because if one thing my mom will not do is build a house that is comfortable for us, and then also make sure we are comfortable in Joburg. Like what are you doing? Hey guys, we stayed there 10 years. One thing about God, he will let you wait. He will uzokulindisa uNkulunkulu. Uzokulindisa uNkulunkulu. Guys, I was so frustrated. I was so miserable. I didn't know what to do. Fast forward, guys, to when we buy cars, me and the girl. Sharp. Okay, let me also give you guys a backstory, just a bit of a backstory of my life. I've once mentioned this in Sip and See, that I'm a seer, right? Guys, I will get messages about people in my dreams. I will dream about people's lives. Like, guys, I get to know things that they're none of my business, but I will know them, especially about my life. Yabo, there is nothing that will happen in my life and I know nothing about. Like, I will see it before it happens. I already know. Yabo. So, backstory of this thing, I've always had it, but I didn't know people like me are called seers. Like, I'm a seer. So I always have, like, I remember I was still working for F&B, and then there was a post inside the company, and then they said, because we are working here, there's a post available, can you please apply if you want to, before they look outside. So I applied, and then they called us for interviews. Guys, after the interview, a few days later, I had a dream, and in the dream I was going to the office where I was having an interview, and I was told I didn't get the job. So when that happened, when I was called to be told I didn't get the job, it happened exactly the way I had seen it. I knew I'm not gonna get the job because I had already seen it. But still, at that time, I was still young. I was not understanding, why do I dream of this and then it happens? Yabo, why every time I dream of something, izokwenzeka exactly the way engiyiphuphe ngakhona, yabo? Be it's someone else's life, even if it's not mine, I would still tell this person, this is what is going to happen, and it will happen exactly like that. When I was pregnant with Ulubanzi, I had a dream that I'm carrying a boy again, and I think I was not even 1 month full, and yeah, I had a dream. I told my baby daddy that we're gonna have a boy, and he was like, how do you know? You haven't even checked. I'm like, I know, I had a dream, it's a boy. Like, again, I'm sure he thought because dream a boy. And when I checked, because everyone would still check, even it's a boy, here he is. So guys, so many things, there are so many things that I just know. I just get the message, this is what is going to happen. Really know it. So when that time came for us to get cars, I was the one who had dreams. So this is what happened before I had the dreams. The life was washing. We decided, me and the girl, girl, we must pray. Now this is where the power of the prayer comes in. Remember at the beginning of the video, I said, guys, I'm going to tell you about the power of prayer and what it has done for me in my life. I'm alive to tell the story. We started praying. Okay. We started, guys, I gave this Ulubanzi and it doesn't have, ice cream. Guys, we started praying. We started ucuphi alarm go 12. We started ucuphi alarm go 12. Sithandaze. Every day now, without fail, we were like, we've been praying. Ngathi uNkulunkulu akasize. Guys, when I turned 30 and I didn't have a car, I was like, hey bo. Guys, I'm talking about my car, not family car. Because when I'm home, I used to use one of my mom's cars. So I took one of her cars. I went to town. I put L for Lena at the back. I was like, I'm tired of not having a car. Every time when I'm home, I was using that car. And one thing about my mom, she will not ask you things. I'm sure at that time she could see what girl is frustrated because why are you putting L in a car that doesn't belong to you? I took one of my mom's cars. I went and put the L. I started using that car because I was frustrated. I went to renew my license 10 years later. I think you renew your license after 10 years. I got an SMS that your license has expired. I still don't have a car. I sat on the benches, renewing a license, still no car, guys. But I still did it because I had hope and I had faith. Oh, God is gonna do it for me one day. And when God finally answers me, and when God finally looks on my side to answer my prayers, He must find me prepared. There must just be nothing Guti, yo, Unkulunkulu has blessed me with a car and I don't have a license and I can't drive and I went to renew my license. Gana moto. Second year is we're starting another decade. Also guys, it's because I did my license when I was very, very young. So I guess that's why. Yabo. Hi, girls turns 30. Asinaziimoto no sisihlala naye endlini. We're still staying at Tarfanteni. We're frustrated. We want to move to nice suburbs. We want apartments. We want cars. Now my phone is full of screenshots of the pictures I'm taking of furniture. One day I'll furniture my apartment like this, guys. Now I'm manifesting, but it's not happening. One thing about God, guys, He will keep you waiting. Now we start praying. We're like, let's be intentional now. Let's take this thing serious. Like, guys, you know when a situation is so frustrating you every day, it's what you think about. It's what like into oyicabangayo imoto. Like the only thing oyicabangayo imoto, apartment, imoto, apartment. Like every day. Ayikho enye into oyibonayo elifini ngaphandle kwalezi zinto eziyi-2 ozifunayo. And now it was starting to frustrate me. I was unhappy. I couldn't even see other blessings guys, I couldn't see any other I couldn't even see, like, there's always blessings around you, there's always blessings in your life, ne? But you when you want something, you forget about the other blessings. That's what I always tell people. No matter how much you think that God is not blessing you with what you want, there is something blessing you currently, but you won't say it because you are busy focusing on something else, right? That was me at that time. There was no other thing that I could say, I'm actually blessed, you know, because I wanted what I wanted. So we made a decision. No, we must start praying. 12 o'clock. So she was sleeping on the floor. She ended up sleeping on the floor because apparently, guys, that's what people say. So she was like, yo, Sana, I can't sleep with you when you all over the place. So she started sleeping on the floor. Thank God I had a sponge. So she would take a sponge, asibekela eduzane nombhede wami, and then I'll sleep on the bed. So 12 o'clock, iyakhala alarm kumina, and then I'll wake her up. Girl, wake up, 12 o'clock. Guys, we did that, I don't know for how many years. I don't know how many years we did that prayer, 12 o'clock prayer. We fasted. We would do a 7-day prayer. When we are tired of 7-day fasting, I mean, we will do a 3 days, you know, but I engage girl asinciphise plus ngiyakuthanda ukudla ke. We will do a 3 days fasting. Yeah, well, guys, and we didn't just do that for a few months and then we got what we wanted. We continued. Ne? Unyaka uphela uqala omunye. Yithi lapho. Guys, if this video is longer than 30 minutes, you are guys, yo, Lubanzi. And I don't want to ask anyone to help me with him anymore. So anyway, guys, we did that again. We prayed, we would fast. Hey guys, sathandaza samcela uNkulunkulu samncenga. Yezwa samncenga samcela. Hey guys, impilo iyancengwa. Impilo iyancengwa. uNkulunkulu uyancengwa. Like this thing called life, it needs you to be patient, but ifuna ukuthi uyicenge, because mawungala ulahle ithawula, give up and start questioning God ukuthi is there God, why is he not answering my prayers, don't. Guys, God hears our prayers, but sometimes I don't even know why sometimes it doesn't answer immediately. Personally, I just feel like maybe he's preparing you mentally, he's preparing you physically, so that when he finally blesses you with this thing you've been praying for, you don't misuse it. You don't like, and then you end up losing it because you just got it like that. So uzoyiphatha kahle kanjani into ongazange uyiswethele. Hey sana, we prayed, we fasted. So fast forward to when we got the cars, 2018 again. It's 2018. 2018. She is still working as an intern. She's still working as an intern, guys. Still earning that 2,500. I'm not working. Fast forward. Let's get to the story of how and when I got the car. 2018, guys, I have this dream. Guys, we still continue with the prayer, the fasting. We're still doing it. There's no stopping on that one. We're still doing it sharp. This one day, I have a dream. I wake up nephupho and I had a dream about you. You were buying an Audi. In a dealer shop, and usetafleni, you signing papers of Audi, yabo. Ngimtshele futhi nekhala of the car ukuthi benjani nani. And then she's like, instead ukuthi angithathe serious, guys, she laughed. She's like, girl, a whole Audi. How do I buy a car when I'm earning 2.5? I'm like, girl, I don't know. I had a dream about you and you were buying a car. Oh, girl doesn't believe me, and she laughs, and she's like, there's no way. And the way she laughed, guys, I started laughing too, because I'm like, hey, looking at our situation, like, honestly, how? Yeah, but she loves like, I bought 2.5, a whole Audi, and i-Audi was her dream car. Yeah, but wayithanda i-Audi ngela xesha, even though she never bought it, because she first bought a Polo, then she bought a Mini Cooper, and now she's driving a BMW. So, oh, Lubanzi, uzobulala laptop yam. So anyway, I had a dream, and then I tell you about the dream. I slag it, guys, like we really laugh, and we keep it moving. Sivuke sana, mnage, I'm not working, I'm applying, and then yenage, I am sebenzini, yabo. Life goes on. Months later, 2018, guys, this all happens in 2018. Months later in 2018, I have a dream about me now, yabo. Her dream was the first one. Still, no car. Same year, I have a dream about me buying a car. My dream was a Polo. A Polo, is silver on the dream. It was a silver Polo. I'm sitting at Afleni. I'm signing papers. Don't sign any motor, but twana motor yako. Yabo, ngivuke again, me with dreams again. I wake up, I tell her, hey, angisazi manje, maybe I think about this a lot. And she's like, what's happening? This time around I had a dream. It was me buying a car. Same dream, sitting in the table, just like your dream, but the car was different from yours. Colors were the same, because her Audi was gray, silver. Sana ugray no silver wemoto unjani? Masithi silver sana. But even mine, this color, guys, this color. So So ngisayinele ke imoto ke ephupheni. It's fine. I signed for this car on the dream shop, but at this point, guys, it's not make sure, because how are we gonna have these cars? Sizozithenga kanjani? I'm dreaming of buying a car, guys. I'm not working. I'm looking for a job. I'm applying every day. CV, ntontoni, internet cafe, kunjanjani. Hey, guys, asazi ukuthi sizozithenga kanjani lezi imoto, but God is saying cars are coming. Hey, I will laugh. Like literally sahleka sathi hayi yabona ke imumish. Uyazi imumish? Hayi ngasho ngathi imumishi ke lesibhekene nayo. But ngale ndlela leyo ukuthi we thought because we are thinking about it a lot, we are fasting about it, we're telling God about it, you know, even in our prayer points we would mention, God bless me with a car, God bless me with my own place, I want to move. Like, guys, I'm very intentional about my prayer. I tell God exactly what I want and how I want it. And bengisiya lena le xa kuthiwa thandazela umyeni sana, ndiyamcela uThixo uba ndicela abe nemali umyeni wami, ndicela abe nemali, ndicela abe mhle, andimfuni uNkulunkulu wami umyeni ongathi akakho pleasing to the eye. Ndiyamxelela uThixo futhi I know the day God blesses me with a husband sana uzondinika lento endiyifunayo, because ndiyamxelela uba ana abe nayo le, yabo sana asikho apho. Hayi ke, so we start thinking maybe we are dreaming about, I am dreaming about these things because we think about it a lot, we talk about it a lot, it's always on our topics every day. When she comes back from work, she's frustrated from taking 3 taxis, and then she gets here, it's a very unsafe place, there's always crime everywhere. Uyabo indawo yethu nje nayo iyafrustrata, uphuma emsebenzini ufrustrated, ufika kule location yakufrustrata. So it was just something that we used to talk about every day, and we actually thought that no, me dreaming about it is because sana frustration yabo ikuze enhloko ngoku. Little did I know that God has answered our prayers that year. He had answered our prayers. He said, ningasathandazi sendinivile. But the way he said it, it was also, we couldn't believe, because our situations were so bad. I'm here, I'm not earning, I'm not working, and this one who's working, she's earning 2.5. So we're like, how are you giving us these cars, God? This is our kamgati. Guys, that year I got a job. Let me tell you how I got a job. Ne? I didn't look for a job. I didn't apply for a job. I was offered a job. I was sitting in my phone, commented on one of may his soul rest in peace, because he passed away. This friend of mine had hey guys, izinto zikaNkulunkulu. I was commenting with, he was driving, he was very moneyed ke umntana bantu. I commented where post on WhatsApp, are you in Joburg? He was just driving, so I saw Elon because he used to stay in Durban. I'm like, are you in Joburg? Why are you not telling me you're in Joburg? And he's like, OJ, I'm in Joburg. So people used to call me OJ because that was my DJ. No, a Lady Ongs. He used to call me Lady Ongs. That was my DJ name. I used to DJ as well. I even have a certificate. Story for another day. But anyway, he's like, Lady Ongs, and then we start talking, and then he randomly asked, what are you doing now? I'm like, hey bro, still nothing. I'm still looking for a job. Actually, I need someone. Yeah? Yeah, I need someone. Please send me your CV. Hey, I'm like, okay. He's like, please send me your CV. Go fix your CV and write this on the CV. Yabo? Aibo. I'm like, seriously? He's like, yeah, I'm serious. I'm gonna send you everything. I'm gonna tell you what to write on the CV. Change everything. Write this and this and this and this and this. Send me a CV. Also, right? Guys, I didn't even wait. I woke up. Same time, went to the internet cafe. Ngalungisa CV, put everything that he wanted. Ngamsendela i-CV na wathi uzofonelwa uzoba head of procurement. I'm not gonna mention the name of the company. Uzoba umphathi uyophatha la uyakhona. Guys, I went there ngafonelwa when we went to that company. There were no interviews, guys. Besbriefwa, sabriefwa ukuthi okay, this is what you're gonna do. This is what head of procurement does. Da 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 da. Thank God for my diploma at that time, guys. Just always have a qualification because it really helps this thing of furthering your studies. Like when you ask, awuna matric kuphela. Ngifake qualification yami, guys, ingisize again ngingene ngisebenze. At this point, guys, I'm already registered at UNISA. I was so frustrated between this frustration of not finding a job. My jobs are contracts, ayaphela. I decided to go back to school and I will register UNISA again. I'm like, I want to do a different qualification. I registered a degree in education because I'm like, I think maybe kwa government I'm gonna ngizoqashwa kwa government, you know. I'm thinking in my head maybe it's this qualification that I have that is not like akunamsebenzi yayo, you know. In the process of the stress, fine, I register UNISA, and then when I get to that company, guys, this is what you're gonna do. You got the job. I signed the papers, guys. That was the end of it. I signed the papers. I started working. 3 months in that company, I bought my car, my first car. Well, I don't have 2 cars or 3 cars, but the second one is coming. But that was my first car. My first car, I applied for a Polo. Remember the Polo that I had a dream about? I applied for it. Applied for a Polo. First car that I applied for was the Polo I had a dream of. It was approved. They were like, okay, you are approved. We can proceed. I was like, nah, okay. I was like, nah, okay, good. I'm still looking. Yeah, but I'm taking my chance, man, because I know I'm approved there. So I can take this Polo now. I take chances because now I'm a mom. I have 2 kids. I have 2 kids and now I'm like, I want an SUV. Let me just check if I can afford it. Anyway, guys, where was I? Okay, Sana, this video, yona inomsindo, I'm loud because Ulubanzi today, he's showing his flames. But anyway, guys, I say no to Ipolo. I went look for the car that I currently have, and then I get approved. And then I come back home, December, I go home with my car to show my parents. They pray for it. And then I come back 2019. So I got the car in December 2018. 2019, I come back. I try to apply for this apartment. And then I get approved for it. I moved in here 2019, March. Yes. So, Lubans. So this is literally my 6th year in Gilana. So I got the car and the apartment I was paying for all in the space of 4 months, 5 months. Got everything that I wanted from God and I was praying and fasting for. Same applies with my friend. The following year, which was 2019, she bought her car, her first car, which was a Polo. And then she sold it after some time. She bought another one, Mini Cooper. She sold it and then she bought a BM. She also moved. She stays in Midrand. I don't know if she still stays there, but she also got her apartment. It was vice versa. On the dream, she's the one who got everything first, but I'm the one and then she followed. But in a very short space of like few months, she got a permanent job. Remember, guys, she was earning 2.5 in that company. She got a company paying. Yes, guys, God is amazing. She got a permanent job, bought a car, has her own house. She took her daughter. She now stays with her daughter. Like everything that we ever wanted for ourselves is currently the life we are living now. She took her daughter emakhaya uhlala naye. I stay with my kids. I have the apartment I've always wanted. I have the car. So To cut the story short, yeah, guys, because I think I've been talking for too long and my son is making noise, I really want to wrap this up. Is that that was the year I got everything, and God did answer my prayers. That is the power of prayer. Never stop praying, never stop believing in God. And also, when God is delaying, it's not a no. When he says not now, he's not saying no, it's not coming. He's just preparing you. And mina, my preparation, judging from what is happening currently, like people would even ask me, yo, your car still looks very brand new. How do you take care of it? Wenza kanjani? And I'm like, eish, guys, I think into mawuyithandazele kakhulu, masoyithola iba iqanda, yabo uyiphatha njengeqanda. Same applies with the person who've been praying for a child. Maybe that person has been married. There's no cry of a baby in that marriage, and that, you know, they will love that child. Baba spoiling the next person will be like, yo ana umntwana akaphathwa kanje, umspoile kanje umntwana. But you don't understand how long that person has been praying for that child. You don't know how long that person has been praying for that thing. So when they finally have it, they treasure it. They because you've been praying, you've been waiting on God to bless you with this thing. So uyithola or iphathi dlaka, because you know how much it took for you to get what you have. So for me to have those two things, and God finally, he didn't just answer me, guys, at a go. We didn't just start praying and fasting and God was like, yes, yes, yes. It took us years. It took us a lot of sometimes feeling like giving up, but because besibai too, when Nkatala, she would boost at, hey girl, please don't give up, let's push. And sometimes I could say, okay, she's lacking, we are Katala, and then she would, now I'm the one who's pushing, bute maninga katali, mastandaze, vuga 12 o'clock, pray, you know. So we did that, and my life, I'm not where I want to be. I don't have the things, some of the things that I want, and I still want more from God, and I'm still very much hopeful. I'm still very much a prayer warrior. I still fast and ask God for other things. My praying never stopped just because I got the car. There's a lot that I want, and I've seen God has answered me. I've seen some of the things, okay, he's gonna give me this because I've seen it on my dream. Oh, okay, this is coming, but I don't know when it's gonna come, and all I know is that God has answered me because I've seen it on my dream. So it's just one of those things that I will tell you guys when it finally happens. Guys, this is what I told you. I've seen it. I know it's coming, but I just don't know when it's gonna come. But when it finally does, I'll definitely share with you guys. So today I just wanted to talk about something very different. Give someone hope, give someone strength, that wherever you are, if you are pushing and isn't as hlangani, just keep pushing, keep praying, keep hustling, continue with whatever hustle that you are doing. If you are studying, continue studying. If you are looking for a job, continue looking for a job, guys. I didn't apply for a job that changed my life. It was given to me. Someone gave me the job and said, I'm going to hire you, and that was the job that made me to have the papers to knock in different doors and say, can I afford this car? And the answer was yes. I got the car. Can I afford staying in this apartment? And the answer was yes, and I'm still here. So I just wanted to share that story, simply because a lot of people always ask me, what do you do for a living? How did you make it? And with kids and with single parenting, and so I'm trying to show you guys that it wasn't easy, and it's still not easy. I had to pray hard. I took jobs that I never wanted, and I put my pride down. I put the thing, yo ngile esikolweni I can't be ukesha, yo ngile esikolweni I can't be, yabo. I took all those things, ngakhohlwa yizo, ngazibeka esayidini, ngaconcentrate ekutheni I need to better my life. So that's why I decided to share the story, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys on Sunday or on Thursday on my story time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm really tired of the story time because it's not going the way I wanted to. He's really making noise, and I'm tired of screaming. My voice is a bit cranky now. So yeah, if I missed anything, guys, I'll probably do a part 2 or part, yeah. but I don't think I missed anything. I covered everything. And yeah, guys, let's wrap it up. I'll see you guys on my next one. Love you so much. Bye.
I wrote you a symphony just to say how much you mean to me. Would you